For the past few days, I've been enjoying being part of my local anime convention, KawaiiCon, in spite of also recovering from a slight cold. Still, cons and colds won't stop me from reviewing a Yukari/Akira episode even if it kills me. Which it just might. After finally finding an ideal location out of the sight of law enforcement, again, no business license, the Kirakira Pasture was enjoying some booming success. This was in no small part thanks to the two older members of their team, because as we all know, those sweets match up so well with all of that Yuri. Her shop success goes so much to Ichika's head that it gives her a serious case of the shafts. Full of confidence, the team realized they should participate in the town's local sweets festival. And to best represent their shop, they decided to make tarts and leave the fruit selection up to Akira and Yukari. However, with every other shop getting ready for the same festival, fruits are in high demand, thus the two end up spending the afternoon looking for a store that still has some. Meanwhile, the rest of the girls start contemplating whether or not Akira and Yukari are really comfortable being members of their team, especially considering the age difference. Now this is a legitimate concern worth discussing. Too bad they're unable to talk about it amongst themselves as they're quickly joined by a group of unholy hellspawn. Seriously, screw the thieves. These Akira and Yukari fangirls were about 1,000 times more threatening than the thieves have been in the last 9 episodes. Speaking of those two, there was some slight discord going on between them as they couldn't fully agree on how to approach finding fruits. Akira wanted to take a more aggressive approach before it was too late and all the fruits are gone, but Yukari pointed out that recklessly pushing something might cause more damage than good. From here, the episode takes an interesting turn by having both sides exhibiting the merits behind their approaches. For Yukari, she's able to help a little girl make a jewelry purchase by simply consulting her through it, while Akira helps an old lady find her lost emerald. Was this supposed to be a subtle crossover with Mahou Girls? Well anyway, Akira searches high and low, looking a little bit like a creeper in the process, and manages to find the tiny gem. I like this because it brings up the classic passive versus aggressive argument in a nice subtle way. By taking a more laid back and comforting approach, Yukari helped the little girl make her own decision over a purchase, while by going all out, Akira helped an elderly lady find something that she probably would have never been able to find on her own. Two polar opposite problems were solved by two polar opposite approaches, showing that you kind of need a little bit of both sometimes. Again, I really like it when Precure is able to deliver messages like these in nice subtle ways rather than jamming it down the viewer's throat. It's at this point that the fangirls try to destroy the SSU Akira before it could set sail, but the people they just helped just so happened to pass by, reminding them of what they had accomplished, and they rightfully give the weird alien girls the cold shoulder. So with that, the monsters of the week were defeated, and the episode ends with... yeah, that's right, Thief appeared in this episode, right? Yeah, I think he did the usual thing, stole some Kirakira from the Sweet of the Week, fought the Precure, and was defeated by an admittedly awesome combination finisher performed by Akira and Yukari. But come on, when your monster is sporting the Jake Lloyd haircut, there's no real way to take him seriously. Now these were the real monsters of the week, and I won't let anyone tell me otherwise. Anyway, the episode ends with the team finally completing the tart thanks to Akira and Yukari's efforts, and it looks like they're ready for the Sweets Festival next week. However, it looks like there's also a new threat looming in the distance. Thankfully, after a drought of good episodes, this was a pretty great episode. Kirakira is quickly becoming the Precure season with the least subtle Yuri undertones, and it's absolutely entertaining as a result. Akira and Yukari's interactions and blooming friendship felt very natural, and of course, it's always great seeing these characters be able to share their values with one another, leading to a great message about how different problems can require different approaches sometimes. Other than that, the stuff with the fangirls was absolutely hilarious. They might be selfish little bug-eyed broads, but seeing them argue with the Precure at length over the ownership of their waifus was fun. The Precure themselves were no slouches, providing some great faces and little touches here and there that made for some great visual humor. Unfortunately, yet again, these were the low point of the episode, coming off as completely underwhelming and really stupid looking this week. Still, at least next week, it looks like we're finally gonna properly shake things up by having the masked person from the opening finally make their move. Then again, the fangirls are also going to be returning next week, so they might get overshadowed yet again. But we'll have to wait and see. Maybe Gummy and his crew will be able to do something that's a little bit scarier than the Bug-Eyed Girls. I highly doubt that. But until then, though, farewell for now, my friends, and here's hoping you don't have too many nightmares for the next few weeks.